you so much better than me. I'd be like, can I work in?
And
Since
I
you gonna
thought
be
about
here?
that, but I was so pissed that I knew.
You didn't want to be around him.
Yeah, I didn't want, and he was ugly as fuck. I didn't want to be around him.
Nigga ugly.
Oh,
If he was cute, he would have changed your
Yeah,
If he was cute, he would have changed his attitude.
Bro, his face alone pissed me off.
Just pissing him off, yeah.
If the nigga was cute, you'd have been like, hey, man, can I work with you?
And if you ain't fucking with this podcast, then you're just a bitch ass trick.
Welcome back to another episode of Save for the Pod, episode number 136.
Oh, yeah.
Got AJ, got Phil.
You're
Unfortunately, no Lukey, but how y'all boys been?
been pretty good.
Good. We pulled up
First, full week back here.
early in the morning. AJ freshly awake. He just woke
Freshly
up
awake.
5 minutes ago. Nigga told us pull up 8 o'clock because he got a 10:30 appointment. This man was asleep.
Still asleep.
Luckily, his mom's was here, so we was able to get him up. Because if AJ would have been asleep, there was no way he was waking up.
Just spam calling.
You called me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It went straight to voicemail.
No, it was on
D&D.
Yeah, it was on D&D.
Hey,
You just
shout
double-
out
if you
my
would've
D&D
just-
brother.
I hate niggas that
I
put
hate-
their phone
Bro,
on D&D.
why?
If you just double that.
Well,
Well,
what if it's an emergency?
Hey, find
I usually-
somebody else.
I usually don't have it on there, and I'll have I have it to the point where you can, if you call twice, it'll go through. But if I gotta log in on work and stuff, I just get too many notifications,
Yeah,
so it'll be distracting.
that's.
Can't you just turn those notifications off, though, as opposed to putting your phone on Do Not Disturb? Because that's what I do. I just turn off my notifications. I
like
just get
for forever?
I get alerts. It's the only thing that rings is only thing that rings is texts, like my WhatsApp, but actual
Text.
text.
I
Yeah,
was like,
Texas.
wait, who's Texas?
Text.
I thought you was saying
Text.
Lexus,
No,
Texas, or some
text.
shit like that.
But I'm saying you know how you
Texas
silence
is
your
calling him.
I silence all my notifications. Is what I mean. So I'll get a banner. Notifications.
It's early, it's
Yeah,
early.
but you said notifications.
Oh, notifications, and so I'll get a banner, but I don't look at it. And,
Yeah.
it's not
Low key
interrupting my
though,
day.
we should start calling it notifications.
Yeah, that's actually way more.
It's
lit.
actually that.
Shout out Phil for
yeah.
notifications.
Thank you.
Notificate what?
That's the
Shut
name of
up.
the episode.
Notifications.
Notifications.
But yeah, other than that, bro, my week has been shit.
Wait,
Oh,
hold
what
on.
happened? Tell us.
AJ was in the middle of.
I'm sorry.
Of saying his story.
Oh, it wasn't my story.
What was the story?
Oh, I thought you still have more to say about the Do Not Disturb.
Oh yeah, no. I was just honestly if I'm on Do Not Disturb, it's because I forgot to take it off.
Yeah. Meanwhile, y'all know my phone lives on. It's actually on Do Not Disturb right now.
Yeah.
My phone lives on that.
Actually, I think mine is on too, because I still forgot to take it off. I was like, yeah, how come nothing worked?
Yeah. No, I'm the same way though. I hate getting notifications. And it's mainly sports because I got Bleacher Report, I got ESPN, and I was gonna save it for later in the pod. But Apple now has a sports app, which
Oh,
is
really?
trash. But I'll save that for later. Yeah, but
I don't trust it.
I get texts. Pretty much all. No disrespect to y'all, but pretty much all my texts are also on Do Not Disturb or
That's
Do Not
definitely
Notify.
disrespectful to
I
us.
think Tatiana and my dad are the only people, and my family are the only people I don't have on.
Yeah, this whole time I thought I
We
was
were
part of
family.
Zach's family.
Facts. I thought we were family.
No,
but-
you actually Phil's not because Phil doesn't text me that often. AJ, you're not. You used to be, but Luke is. You and Luke have alternated between notify and don't notify. You've gotten better, and you don't text me as much as you used to. But as the pod knows, I hate getting multiple texts in a row, and Luke will not get out of that. You've gotten better. You won't text me 6 times in a row. But Luke does not give a fuck. So Luke is back on Do Not Notify, and he's
He's
staying
in
that way
trouble.
for forever. So, but Phil, you finally checked something off your bucket list.
I did.
Finally,
No, but he had a terrible week. though.
Finally. Yeah, I did have a terrible week, but that was last week technically.
All right,
What was last week?
Talk about it.
Skydiving.
All right, well, yeah, you knock out whichever one you want to knock out first.
Oh no, skydiving was amazing. It was everything I thought it would be.
Like falling.
No, it's just nigga, bro. In terms of
But I want to go. I just want.
it's like my expectations. I don't know what to expect. I just knew that it was something I always wanted to do.
Yeah, you just knew it was gonna be like jumping out of a plane.
Yeah. And so when I did it, this time it was so much easier. We got there, we suited up, and we were in the plane within 10 minutes. And I'm
Hey.
like, oh, bet. Last time, because of the weather, it was like an hour process, and then we got rescheduled like 4 times.
And that day, weather was perfect. You didn't.
It was cloudy.
Question it at all? Okay.
It was cloudy, but when we got there, it cleared up enough.
Mm-hmm.
So all you need is a little window.
Yep.
So then, boom, we gear up. We get up top. I'm strapped to I'm harnessed to a Ukrainian military guy.
Okay.
Like a retired Ukrainian
I don't
military
know if
guy.
harness was any better, bro.
I don't know.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
It's better than strapped.
That's facts.
So yeah, we get up, we talking, they take the video, whatever. Danny goes first. So that was cool because in my video you can see me laughing to her as she's getting ready to jump off the plane. But when she went, we had a bunch of guys that were training for their license. So one guy actually got to video her from another, like a whole separate angle as opposed to like the GoPro attached to the arm. He got an actual outside view of her jumping out the plane, which is fire. But the jump was great. The best part is free falling. So you feel like a bird. Like you feel like you really flying.
How long do you free fall for? And how long does it feel
That's
like?
like
Because you probably have video evidence of how
4
long it
minutes,
lasted.
30 seconds.
Probably like 30 seconds, 30, 40 seconds. Your free fall's not that long, actually.
Really?
It didn't seem.
I
it didn't
thought
seem
you were
that
telling me the
long.
entire thing. But yeah.
No, the actual, because what you do is like when you jump, the instructor, he does a backflip out of the plane. So when he does a backflip, he goes, look, like you have to lean your head back all the way on his shoulder and arch your neck, and then you
And take a nap.
kick your feet back and put your arms back. So imagine laying on your stomach and pushing all your arms and legs like up.
Yeah.
That's how you
Superman.
Yeah, Superman workout.
Yeah.
So you do that, and as soon as you jump, it's just like it's wild. It's just wind in your face. You just flying.
How comparable is it to a roller coaster?
It's not close. Sort of. If you sit in the first row, you kind of get the sensation of like a big drop.
Got you.
That's what you get. But the only difference is,
You're sitting down.
no, on a roller coaster you don't get the feeling of being in flight.
Yeah.
This one, you feel like you're a bird. Like you feel like you in flight. Like I felt like I could just
Did you get any
fucking just stay there all day.
chirps in?
No, I didn't. I was too excited.
Chirp, chirp.
But you feel the force of like how fast you're actually traveling.
Yeah.
Like you flying.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was cool. And then they pull the parachute. That was the scariest. If there's a scary part,
That's
that
what I
is
was
the
gonna
scariest
ask.
part.
Really?
Because when they yank the
jerk,
chute,
yeah.
that jerk brings you back.
Yeah.
And not only does it bring you back, it sits you straight up.
Yeah.
So as soon as you jerk back and come back down to like the parachute deploys and you come down to like a falling speed, it's almost like your weight drops you in your harness. So your harness actually feels a little unsafe and you're like, oh shit, this is weird. But other than that, once you get adjusted to that, the instructor, he's like, hey, you want to have some fun? I'm like, hell yeah. Because I was like super comfortable and I take directions really well. So he's like, all right, pull this side and lift this arm up. And so we just start spiraling out.
Okay.
And like usually, like in Danny's video, the guy did it like one time. I was cool. I'm like, yo, let's go. Bro, we was spiraling. Did the other side. And so you guys kind of get dizzy. But that's like one of the most fun parts too. Is like, it feels like you, like I said, spiraling out.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go right back up as soon as we landed. I was like, I would do this again right now.
Yeah. But you
That
only
was
get to do it once, right?
Mhm.
Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah, I feel like for me,
Did it hurt your nuts?
Because the
When the harness,
harnesses, the harnesses are like right on your thighs
Yeah.
and on your shoulders. And how they harness themselves to you is really tight. So right before you get, like, they'll harness you, attach yourself to the instructor, but once you get ready to jump, I would say like a minute before you jump, they like squeeze you into them and tighten everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So you don't even feel it on your nuts. It's more so your shoulders that gets when
okay.
it yanks. It's your shoulders that feel loose. I didn't feel anything on my legs. And then when you land, because it was nice out, we landed on our butts.
Mm-hmm.
So when you land, you just sit straight up, put your feet up, and then you slide pretty much under the instructor.
Got you. Yeah, I feel like the free falling would be, or the jumping out of the plane, I feel like would be the scariest part for me.
No, I was
'Cause just
excited.
hate
I was
drops.
excited.
Yeah.
It was the part that felt the most weird was the actual parachute deployment.
Okay. So what's next on the bucket list?
Learning how to swim and accurately doing cliff diving. Cause I've done cliff diving, but I want to actually do it where
Like with the squirrel suits or whatever?
no, like jumping off cliffs into the water.
Okay.
Like, but doing it without I cheated last time I did it in Cenotes. I had a life
Gotcha.
jacket. I want to do it without a life jacket to see.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? How you need to do it the right way? I was confused.
Yeah, no life jacket. Cause I mean, in Cenotes you go down, but I feel like if I don't have a life jacket, I can go down further
Yeah.
and then just swimming back up.
Yeah.
Like, I knew I was gonna come back up, so
Well, I mean, you kind of learned how to swim and then you just gave up.
I didn't give up.
Or you stopped. So it's giving up.
He
I
gave
didn't
up.
give up.
You didn't give up because you were
My
like, oh, I
class
hate
ended.
this. Yeah,
I
but
didn't just give up.
yeah,
motherfucker.
but you never
You
re.
motherfucker.
Yeah, he's like,
Took
you took Spanish
classes.
101, and then you didn't do anything else after that. You still don't know Spanish,
Yeah.
you know?
I knew the basics, bitch.
Semantics. You stopped.
I know.
You stopped and never reapplied yourself.
I would say that's on there, and then driving on the track. So like
Ooh, that would be lit.
driving like a fast car on the track is on there. And then bungee jumping.
Okay.
But if I bungee jump, I want to do it off like a bridge or something.
See, I feel like now that you've already skydived, I feel like bungee jumping is
Totally different. Because you attach to a string, it's totally different. I feel like it'd be a totally different sensation.
I feel like skydiving is like
The better
having
one.
sex raw for the first time, and then bungee jumping is like going backwards and then having sex with a condom and being like, that's what I want to do.
I don't know, bro. I feel like bungee jumping is scarier. Would be scarier. I don't know.
I
For some
guess.
reaon, I just trusted
Damn, I'm glad you already got your proposal because I'm not trying to have you be like Trevor from Fresh
Oh my
Prince.
gosh.
Danny, will you? Yeah, no. Yeah, skydiving feels more safe because I'm attached to. I knew that I was attached to like an experienced instructor.
Yeah.
Whereas bungee jumping, there's no other than I'm trusting. Like I'm trusting. I feel like I can put more trust in a person that's been doing it for so long,
True.
as opposed to a cord that has no. There's no, I guess, no room for human error. It's just a malfunction error.
Got you. That makes sense.
Yeah,
It's just
so
trusting the string at that point, as opposed to like
wanna die.
if I die, this guy dying with me. So at least I know he's gonna do everything he can to
Yeah.
save us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As opposed to I jump off that bitch and that string go snap.
Mhm.
That's it.
That's very true. Very, very true.
Make sure you have life insurance for you to do that.
Yeah, facts.
I have
Should've did that before
I have life
skydiving.
insurance now,
Hey.
and I actually, if I die, I think my family gets $350,000.
Okay. I don't think I have life insurance. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's the max I can get.
I
in my
don't. I
company.
need to get some too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah.
wait. I think I have it through my company. I'm lying.
You get it through your company. Most
Yeah.
times you get through your company. But
Yeah,
what I did was I just paid the max that I could. So it's like they'll give you like 150, but I was like, oh, if I die, they'll
Yeah.
get 350.
Now that I think about it, I don't think I ever notified that I got married. So Tatiana's just SOL if anything happens.
You
to
might
me.
want to
Yeah, I do. I do need
go to your benefits
need
department just in case.
But why was your week shitty?
It's just work, bro.
Got you.
I've been the bad guy. Like I have always been the bad guy.
Did you have to kick somebody?
Nah. But they've been the shop kind of disrespecting me low key. So I've been trying to hold my tongue. But it's just with certain shops recently, we just don't agree on none of the estimates, bro. So now we have to change the policies. Now we have to literally do everything step by step, and that slows up my efficiency, my numbers. So my supervisor's like, well, I'm never gonna judge you on your numbers because I know what you're going through. And he's like, so it's just I'm doing more work than what I would do. So like at this certain shops, I can just text people updates. Now I have to call everybody for updates, which takes so much more longer because then you talk to customers and then they got their stupid ass questions or they disagree and argue. And every estimate has been an argument. So it's like every day something's been wrong.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, I'm fucking tired of this shit.
I got you.
So that's all. But it's like this finna be my new norm. So like one of the guys I got into it, one of the texts, because he's like, oh man, the insurance nickel and dime you every time. I'm like, no, we don't. It's like, yes, you guys do. I'm like, no, we don't. He's like, you always miss stuff. And then I got extra work. I was like, well, you didn't show me the first time. If you showed me you don't have extra work, I was like, you got extra work, I got extra work.
Exactly.
Same way. And then the adjuster at the shop steps in. He's like, guys, I like to tell the guys relax, because every time I come around, this certain tech always talks about how the insurance suck. You can't do that in our industry because I can't go in your job and be like, hey, it's not that I want to replace this. I want to repair this panel, but you guys suck at doing repairs, so all y'all want to do is replace. Because I can't say that to them. I'm like, all right, just don't say nothing. So then I tell my supervisor, I'm like, hey, because it's the same shop also where an adjuster threw money at one of our reps, and that's why
actual
physical money in his face.
Damn.
Told him like, here, you being cheap, like you can take the money.
Oh my god.
Threw the money in his face, right? So when that happened, I got sent to that shop to put out the fire. So then another guy comes in
fighter,
and
that's why they
I don't know why they keep putting me in these shots, bro. You good?
Are you the only black dude,
You
or
good
like
over
one of
there?
the few black guys on staff?
No. In my industry, there's a lot of black people.
Oh, okay.
All the Jamaicans, all the Haitians. Like, honestly, our property damage is like a lot of it's mainly men, but most of them are men of color.
Got you.
Like
Maybe
Latin,
it's just they know
Caribbean.
you fight.
So they put me there to put out the fire, and so I go there. We get this relationship. The relationship starts getting better, and then a new guy comes and he's trying to just do all these crazy things, and then the texts start getting wild, and so it's like the symptoms of the last incident that happened is starting to pop up at the shop again.
Yeah.
So my supervisor's like, hey, this is what happened last time. You don't got your text in control. Your text started talking disrespectful to my reps. Next thing you know, what happens if an adjuster does this?
Yeah.
I'm told my supervisor, they get throw money in my face, I'm beating their ass. And he knows that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna respond how Buddy responded. My response gonna be very different. Cause I would have not only would I threw the money back at him, I would have told him I would have whooped his ass.
Yeah.
In his face, and he wouldn't have did shit. So it's to that point where it's just like little things are building up, and now they starting to be disrespectful. It's okay if we disagree, but once you start disrespecting me every single day, and I can't say nothing because I'm trying to be professional. All you got is
training.
All you got is one time, and I'm be like, listen, bro, I don't give a fuck about this job. I will beat your ass in here.
Random question: if you were to ever get in a street fight today, do you think your like training that you're doing now would kick in, or your old street fighting feel would kick in, like pulling up the pants, doing the old school street stance?
Oh no.
Or just be completely like
It's
calm?
I'm chilling.
Okay.
I'm chilling, bro. Like the only thing I'm like, all right, bro, you got it. I would actually try to diffuse the situation first before I want to fight. I'd be like, you got it, and then just stay my ground and like kind of just back up. But it's at some point like
that's not what it sounded like. You just said I don't give a fuck about this job. I will be trapped. You just said
because he also
that sounds different. What you're saying?
Well, he threw money in his face.
Oh yeah.
That is at that point you break my personal space.
Yeah.
So you're not trying to diffuse after that happens.
Yeah, no. Once you disrespect me, like in a street fight,
into...
I would be like in a street fight. I'm like, listen, bro, you got it. That's fine, you got it. But in a street fight, most people, the difference in a street fight and like getting into an argument in corporate is a person's gonna attack you.
Yeah.
So if a person attacks me, I'm on. Like in
lit.
a corporate setting, they just gonna talk. And at that point, I will tell you, like, listen, I don't have to hit you because I know I'm protected by my company. But I'll let you know, like, bro, I'll take this shirt off and beat your ass.
Yeah, Phil gonna turn into Buddy from 40-Year-Old Virgin. What was his name when he was talking to Kevin Hart?
Yeah. So it's more of a like in a corporate setting, I can threaten you.
Obviously, I've never been a fan of you fighting, Phil. Like, not the fighting you're doing now, but when you first got in here and you was fighting every 2 days.
That wasn't me.
I would like to see just one time somebody try Phil and how he responds in today's day and age.
Yeah, I think I would throw a knee at their face, honestly. I'm not gonna lie to you, because I envision just wanting to knee somebody in the face.
Yeah, same.
I'm serious. I'd probably like throw a jab and like just try to knee him right in his shit. It'd either be that or I'm gonna pick him up, slam him, and then just go take it to the ground.
Gotcha.
That's the easiest way
to honestly, that's what
alleviate damage.
I sometimes be like, I hope someone because I just want to see it.
Yeah. Just grapple you, But nah, that's it, man. It's just work has been kicking my ass, and I'm still waiting to hear back to see if I got this promotion. So hopefully,
when they say they'll let you know.
They said about 3 weeks.
Okay.
So we've been at about 2, and I know it's like 1 or 2 people that are more qualified than me. So we'll have more experience. But I think I had a really good interview, and I had some. So we'll see.
Okay.
I think you got it, bro.
I hope so.
That's what's up.
I'm still at Progressive. I might switch because they're trying to charge me crazy, but I can call and be like, oh, Phil was so good. He's the best person.
Yeah, same. I'm with Progressive too, so I might have to put in a good word as well.
Like, how? You don't have any records you work with him. Oh, I just randomly saw him one day. He said he worked for Progressive and he
He
helped
gave
me
me
out.
his business card.
He helped me out so much.
That's
Yeah.
literally what niggas do. What y'all said.
Yeah.
Hey, you work with the insurance company. I had a guy at the shop just walk up to me. He's not even with Progressive.
Yeah.
Hey, man, my insurance did this. Do you know why? I'm like, who you insured with? Oh, I'm State Farm. I don't fucking know. I work for Progressive. So I try to explain it like this is probably why you didn't get your deductible back. And he's like, thanks, man. I appreciate that. Maybe I go make some phone calls. So I randomly always get people that just come to talk to me, ask me if I sell insurance.
Really? That's
It's so
what's up.
annoying.
Well, moving right into the topics, it felt very what's that? The Netflix show? I put it on the thing and I already forgot. But with AT&T and all these phone providers, leave the world behind. It felt very leave the world behind this week or on Thursday, Wednesday, whenever that was. Did it go out for y'all?
No.
Oh, you have AT&T?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You have AT&T too,
Mhm.
right? Yeah, all three of us. So it went out for you, AJ?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
It didn't go off. Like,
so
I
yeah,
woke up.
it's weird how. Sorry, what were you
No,
saying?
I woke up and saw Twitter updates,
Mhm.
but then
Same.
I was on my phone. My phone's also connected to Wi-Fi, but I didn't
Mhm.
I didn't notice anything all day.
Yeah, so it's weird how
You at
some
home the whole
people.
day?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay.
Only it's about 8:30.
I was at work, but one of my employees, she's from Pembroke Pines, but she was staying with a friend in Brickell, I think, and she has AT&T as well. She said she didn't have service until 2:00. When
Yeah.
did it kick in for you too?
I don't even know, honestly.
So maybe it's,
It probably was too.
I don't know, maybe it's not where you are, and maybe where,
Maybe,
I don't know.
Maybe it's
I
what
don't-
tower you connected to. I don't know
yeah,
how
I
that
don't
works. Maybe like
It might have been just like Miami, like South, or
No.
like just like South Florida and down.
Mm-mm,
'cause
because
What
But
do you
yeah, I was on campus. She was in Miami too on campus, and
Well, I was mostly
Yeah.
I woke up here, and it was messed up here.
Yeah.
But then I drove south also, and it was still messed up. So that's what I was thinking. Maybe
yeah, I
his
don't
tower
know.
is different further north.
I don't know.
oh, because I didn't say Michelle's phone went out. She's
Mhm.
in
Oh,
St.
Tampa?
Pete or Tampa.
Yeah.
She was out all day. My cousin Justin, his phone went out. He's in
Mhm.
Milwaukee. My cousin Dewan phone went out.
Are you
He's
sure
in
with
Chicago.
you're with AT&T?
I'm 100%. I've been
Yeah, I
with
think
AT&T
I
for
think all
like
four of us,
15 years. I feel like
Luke
Yeah.
included, all
Yeah.
of us AT&T, but
they look at my status. I'm like, I'm gold status because I've been with them so long.
yeah,
I got
yeah,
I grandfathered into their
yeah,
fucking thing.
unlimited. all
Oh, that's
that.
why
Yeah.
they're probably like, let's not take his service out.
Yeah,
Phil
but
is Mr. AT&T.
that's how I knew it wasn't just down here
Mm-hmm.
because I saw people tweeting about it back home, and like I said, my cousins in
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
See, I feel like it was more so people outside of South Florida or outside of Florida in general that I was hearing was having the most issues. But if you saying you had
Yeah, there's a
issues,
bunch
I
of
don't-
people at work too.
I don't know.
Yeah. I was just like, damn, how'd I get so
Yeah.
lucky?
And for Tatiana, it sucked because, well, for her it wasn't bad, but for the people at her job, it sucked because they just switched their Wi-Fi,
To AT&T, yeah.
but their Wi-Fi doesn't work on people's phones for some reason at all. So not only did people not have Wi-Fi on their phones, but it sounded like majority of the people also had their phones knocked out because of whatever was happening.
Also, like the
So-
hotspots.
Yeah, so people was just, they left work. Some of them was just struggling, having to use the computer, no phone or whatever. Couldn't get in contact with their family, so
I would love to see niggas. So,
Yeah.
4 hours. Like in the grand scheme of things, you just didn't
Yeah.
have contact 4 hours. People probably lost
Yeah.
their shit
Yeah.
but
and didn't know how to function.
going back to my student, she didn't know how to function because she cheers, and she actually made a TikTok about this. But she cheers. She stayed at a friend's house, which it was only the second time she ever stayed there. So she went in the elevator, realized she didn't have service, but she's just thinking, all right, it's because I'm in the elevator. She gets in her car, and mind you, it was the second time she stayed at this person's house. So she had no idea, even though for me, I'm like, if I'm in Brickell, I would know how to find 95. But she
Yeah.
was like, I had no idea how to find 95. I'm like, okay, you know the sun rises in the east. All you got to do is drive west to get to 95. But she was like, I didn't think about that at the time. Like, I was in my car crying. I was trying to find, like, a place that had free Wi-Fi. So she tried to find, like, Starbucks, McDonald's. She ended up finding McDonald's.
Brickell is confusing though,
It is.
so I'll give her that too.
It is. But I feel like
Don't they got like a main highway, like a Dixie or
they do.
a US
And
1?
I could
Kind of,
easily get
but-
lost in Brickell, but I could manage my way to find 95.
Yeah.
And even if it wasn't an exit, I'd find at least where 95 is, then try to find an exit. But in McDonald's, she ended up calling her friend who sent her all the directions. But I also thought, like, if you were on Wi-Fi and you pulled up maps and where you wanted to go to,
Why not just
couldn't it still connect even if you lost service? Unless you like changed your route and had to reconnect. It wouldn't.
Because if you connect,
it can still work with that Wi-Fi. Yeah,
your Google Maps.
I think
Google
so.
Maps for sure.
I think only if you like change the route and it had to reconnect.
but
I think
if
that's
you
where it
don't-
would fuck
If you
up.
don't have service, what is it gonna connect to?
If you can have Wi-Fi in the McDonald's, set your route, and then get in your car, and it'll still follow it.
Even if you lose connection, is what I'm
Yeah,
asking.
or
I
you'll still have
think so.
you'll still have the directions and everything.
I could be wrong, but
Even if it's not following along and telling you turn by turn, it'll still give you
Yeah,
directions.
because my thing is,
But
why
I've-
wouldn't you just screenshot it?
that's also true. But she said she was so flustered she wasn't thinking. So
That's what I would
Yeah.
like to see. People just
No
panic.
service.
The funny thing is, like,
Well, that generation never lived
Mhm.
without.
didn't have
yeah.
MapQuest.
Yeah.
but it's also like Florida's so easy to navigate because
is.
it's literally east and west. Like
It is.
everything is east and west, north and south. But for real, Florida's like your two main highways are north and south.
Mhm.
Your east and west highway is 590, 595.
Yeah,
And
and you barely use those. So
exactly. So it's like
Yeah.
you can get to Dixie will take you. Dixie and US 1 will let you know how far east you are, and State Road 7 will let you know how far west you are. And pretty much everything kind of can run down the turnpike.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I feel like Florida's so easy to navigate if you get to a main highway.
yeah. I mean, Miami does get a little different, but when you in like Broward to Palm Beach,
Shit's
it's
Yeah, Broward's
very
very
easy.
easy.
Yeah.
Miami's a little more difficult
Yeah.
because not all the streets make sense.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Street names will change.
Mm-hmm.
They don't follow the Northwest like everything else does in the same way,
Mm-hmm.
and it'll just be like one street will be Northwest 167th, and you drive on it for a little bit, and now it's
Yeah.
Northeast 135.
63rd or some shit like
yeah,
that.
it's like what?
Yeah, but this generation, it's crazy how quickly time has changed. Because when we were undergrads, I was still like my freshman year at least, but I think before I knew y'all, I was still using MapQuest to like get to
Oh, yeah,
people's
yeah.
house. Like that's wild to think about. Like yes, that's a while ago. 10 years ago, but still 10 years ago from where we're printing out directions.
Oh, facts.
And what blows my mind is our parents who had to use actual literal maps. Like, that's crazy. That didn't have turn-by-turn directions.
Yeah.
You had to fucking pull over on the side of the road, pull out this map, and then figure out where the fuck you are and where you're trying to get to. There's no way I'm going to be able
You
to
just
do
ask
that.
people, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm aging
You go in the
myself.
gas station and be like, oh, okay. If you don't know where are we on the map, and then like, or how do you get somewhere? They'll
Yeah.
tell you.
Yeah.
But yeah, like all cars just have like maps
Yeah.
in the glove compartment.
That used to be a fun part. I was gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna age myself because I used to use my dad was a truck driver, so
Oh, was he?
he would always teach us how to use landmarks.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I was like you said, we used in undergrad. When I was in undergrad, it was even 5 years before that. So and we was traveling to New Orleans and all this other shit.
Mhm.
Same shit. We had the Garmin.
Yeah.
That didn't work. You figured it out. Just get to the highway. Like
Yeah.
you knew, like, oh, I got to get to this main highway, and we straight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it blows my mind. And then obviously those maps didn't even take into consideration like it's not like you were getting updated maps sent to your house. At least I don't think you were. So if like a new road was built,
Yeah.
Yeah, but the with the maps though, it pretty much worked off of all your main roads and state
Mhm.
highways, which made it pretty easy.
yeah,
And so like once you and the same can be true now. If you know your main highways and state roads, like your state road 7s and all that other
Yeah.
shit, you can kind of figure out the intricacies in between
Yeah.
like the blocks.
mm-hmm.
But most maps didn't. They have the streets in the beginning,
Yeah.
but they didn't have like turn right, turn left. It was just
Exactly.
get in this area, you can go.
Yeah.
And then you call, hey, I'm on fucking Washington and Boulevard. All right,
Yeah.
turn right, turn left. You at my house. Cool.
Exactly. It's wild. And you said call. Like, what if you're trying to say you just accepted a new job or something? Then maybe that's a bad example, but obviously we have smartphones that we're carrying with us all the time.
Mhm.
Like you trying to call to get to some place, like there's no guarantee that they answer in that phone because they don't have that phone with them. Like it's just on the wall. Like
I mean, yeah, but
I'm glad we in this era, bro.
again,
My
that,
bad.
and sometimes that's like my sometimes that is my gripe with technology. It's like it's so great, but it also just makes us so dependent.
It does.
Because back in the day when we had landlines, all people, you didn't always have to be accessible. So because you wasn't this
Zach would be on Do Not Disturb 100%.
because it wasn't this expectation to be accessible. When
Zach,
you,
my bad, go ahead.
I just say when you travel, it was, yo, I'll be there in 30 minutes. I should be there in 30 to 40 minutes. Now, if I don't get there in 30 to 40 minutes, then you could be concerned. If I don't get there in an hour and a half, some shit probably happened to me. You know what I mean? So I like that to an extent. It's like, I like that you didn't have to be so accessible. You had to figure it out. I can hit a person up now. It's like, you have a significant other, they'll blow your ass up if you're 2 minutes late. Like, bro, stop calling me. Like, give me some time. Like, I made a pit stop to get some gas station or something. You feel me?
Got you.
Phil is so funny because he's like, you say you like both sides of
I do.
Like, it's so, you're like, yeah, I don't want to be accessible, but we're talking about being on Do Not Disturb. And he's like, what if someone needs you? Like,
what? My only thing about Do Not Disturb is, what if it's an emergency?
Yeah, but
you don't, because you don't.
What you're talking about is basically Do Not Disturb on steroids. Like, if something happens to someone, you're not accessible in that time, in the times you're talking about. And you're like, I like being not accessible. But at the same time, you're like, I want to be able to help if someone needs me.
Yeah.
In the event of emergency, yes.
Right, and like in emergencies, people are just like, yeah, I gotta leave them a voicemail. They'll figure it out in 5 hours whenever they see it.
Also, I was just about to ask, when's the last time y'all left a voicemail with someone with
Never.
an iPhone?
I don't. I don't leave voicemails.
Yeah.
If someone leaves a voicemail, it's like, oh, that's a marketer.
Yeah.
But that's what I was gonna say. Is like Zach, back in those days, his Do Not Disturb would have been even more extreme. He'd have just been sitting, like the phone would be ringing off the hook, and he's just by the voice messaging machine, saying like, all right, what they calling about?
Wait, y'all niggas don't leave voicemails? I leave voicemails all the time.
Unless it's like a company or something that I know that they don't have, like, I've never left a voicemail for a personal phone.
Yeah, if I call Zach, I'm not leaving him a voicemail. I'm gonna just text him.
Unless it's someone like I completely don't know, and it like I just got their number for whatever reason, then yes. But if it's one of y'all or somebody, I'm not leaving a fucking voicemail.
If it's someone that I know has text messages,
yeah, I'm gonna text him right after.
you just text him.
I leave Johansson a voicemail every time. It's like, bitch, why you didn't pick up my call? And JV don't pick up, hey nigga.
Okay, but that's not it.
Because it's gonna send him the same alert.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not.
I don't know. I didn't know people didn't leave voicemails.
Didn't have any substance. It's not like a voicemail for the sake of, hey, I have information I need to tell this person.
Well, it's hey, I called you didn't pick up. Call me
I
back.
do those sometimes because it's funny, but I know it's like I'm 90% sure they're not gonna check it.
Also, in the last update, iPhone make the FaceTime like voicemails? I was gonna say, has anyone
left
used
one
that?
to Miles.
Okay, you said for Miles.
Yeah, because I FaceTime, he didn't pick up, and I go, bitch, why you ain't pick up? I know you ain't doing shit.
Yeah. See, if I FaceTime someone and it goes past like 4 rings, I just hang up.
Yeah, because it rings for longer too. Yeah. Like, I'm not trying to sit here looking at myself while it goes beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
Well, I leave voicemails also because the thing is, most of the people that I call and they don't pick up, if I leave them voicemail, they'll either text me immediately and say, yo, I'm going to call you back. Or if I text them, I don't get a response.
Yeah.
So it's no point at that point.
Facts. Spring break. Every year, Miami and South Florida in general is just getting more and more strict. Y'all saw that they shutting down parking for spring break.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, so
In Miami or on both?
in Miami Beach. Yeah.
Miami Beach.
So they shutting down parking.
Well, that's good because it's nothing but heathens.
Yeah.
Fucking heathens get down here, destroy the city, and leave.
Yeah.
Bro, that used to be you. He's like,
no, because
get them out of here.
I never spring breaked in Miami. I went to
In Miami,
PCB.
In college,
you went to
you
PCB.
did when you were down
You
here.
still coming down to Florida.
You still went when Deli was here. We went down to
Miami. We didn't trash it though.
No, we didn't trash it.
We didn't
but like
trash it,
you
nah.
were still part of the people who wanted to enjoy it.
Yeah. Because we mainly went to, where'd we go? We went to
You
space.
just generalized them and said they were all heathens, and I was like, bro.
Oh yeah,
we were
well
out
not
there.
all of them, but the heathens. The problem is
They had to shut down remember the Floatopias? Those were lit. And then people just left all their floats everywhere.
Yes,
But it's also because of them that Fat Tuesdays, you couldn't bring drinks onto the beach no more. Like at one point in time, you could Go to Fat Tuesdays, bring that shit to the beach and enjoy it.
Enjoy it. Yeah.
And then spring breakers, fuck that shit up.
Right. Y'all like loaded up like a half gallon, like those half-gallon things or whatever.
Yeah. And now it's like you got to stay in Fat Tuesdays to get the drink.
And
That's stupid.
Listen, I'm no better than everybody else. I'm a Midwest. I had that Midwest attitude, but again, when we party, we didn't trash it. So like even when I went to spring break in PCB, we picked all our shit up. We stayed on the beach picking up people's shit because I'm like, y'all niggas is trifling.
Yeah, bro.
It's the people that just, I'm like, and you see people at the beach, I'm like, bro, pick your shit up.
There's very few things I hate more than litterers.
Trifling people.
Yeah,
like, bro, if you make a mess, just I like you clean it up. My problem is like.
Also, I mean, here people get drunk and on drugs. So it's like, they're not going to, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm not going to be like, oh, they're trifling. But they're probably just messed up and like incoherent.
Yeah. The problem is it'd be too nice in Miami, and it's March, and all those northern states are still freezing. These niggas get out here. They first time. I'm telling y'all, when something about being hot weather. When you be in cold weather, you just go wild.
I think it's just being on vacation in general.
These
people just feel like you
fighting.
on vacation and you invincible.
Yeah, it's no rules.
Yeah.
They don't have no ownership too, because it's like, all right, it's not my home, you know.
Yeah,
Problem is that's the wrong state to do it in, because all these niggas is packing down here.
Yeah, facts.
Like I would not want to get into it with a local down here.
No, not at all. Crazy Florida man.
Especially
outside,
now.
Oh, my bad.
Not so especially now. Like it's shit just getting wilder.
Yeah. Y'all buying Trump's kicks?
Heck no.
The Trumpsters, nigga, to go with the ooh.
They were ugly.
The
Actually,
knockoff high top G phase
Phil
those.
probably would.
Nah, them shits. I don't.
Bro, they're so America. You
Yeah,
definitely
Phil
wearing
does
them on
love
4th
America.
of July.
Facts,
Nah,
bro. Phil definitely wearing them.
Absolutely not. If they
I'm
were
a-
actually clean, I would consider
I'm
it.
gonna cop them for you,
Because it'd
bro.
be hilarious. I love to.
If
I
they
love
were
to
actually
people.
clean, bro. You wear the American flag, and it's on
Well, I'm American. Why wouldn't I marry the
On 4th
American
of July.
flag?
The T.
But Donald Trump doesn't stand for
Bezos.
America though. He stands for
okay,
MAGA.
but still,
I'm not MAGA.
well, what? MAGA? What does MAGA stand for?
Make America great
again.
But it's not for America.
No, he doesn't represent. He doesn't represent America. Like he just represents
A lot of Americans do
Feel
think he
like it
does.
was, yeah.
I don't. And there's a lot of Americans that feel like he don't. I don't feel like he does. He's not a good representation of it. Excuse me. So yes, I love America, and I rock my American flags because it's cool. Like,
Yeah.
He's selling
Well,
them for like 300 something, I think.
Just because you love America doesn't mean you have to rock. He's like, why wouldn't I? You don't have to rock the American flag. Just 'cause
but
you
why
love
not?
it.
It's like I love celebrating my friends. So why
I
not?
think the
celebrate
only
my
other
country?
country that does it is like Jamaica. That
Does
rocks
what?
their flag.
I don't know, but
there's a lot of Caribbean countries.
Oh,
I would
yeah,
say, yeah.
but the 4th of July also, growing up, was just like a good
wears it
holiday.
as a shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the 4th of July was you gotta also take into account, right? 4th of July, growing up, what we would always do is we would go to
Wear the American flag.
I mean, I like dressing in red, white, and blue because I like to match.
Mm-hmm.
But also, every 4th of July, people get off work. So in my town, we would do fireworks.
Mm-hmm.
The 3rd, we go in the town to fireworks. On the 4th, we go down to the food festival in Chicago and then see the fireworks downtown. And it's like a big thing.
I will say in the Midwest, I feel like 4th of July is a much
in
bigger
the summer, yeah.
holiday.
Bro, it's huge.
Yeah.
And
It's-
like every year until it got shut down, you had the like Chicago Food Fest.
Really?
Yeah. So
Like 4th of July for me was always my least favorite. Not that I hated it, it's just
what?
was a
4th of
holiday I
July
didn't really
was
care about.
Lit. You would get dressed like me and the guys, we get dressed up.
In red, white, and blue.
No, you just get like
Oh,
you just
okay.
get fresh. I just like that's my thing. I
Mhm.
like red, white, and blue colorway as a color scheme. Red, white, and blue is fire as a color scheme. Like let's not get that twisted.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like
Wait, hold on.
together. Like when you look at the Nike Cortezes, the Asics that
I've actually, outside of like FAU, and maybe it's because of the bias in me, I've never really cared like too much about, like if I think about sports teams that wear red, white, and blue, like the
yeah.
Patriots, don't care. What other teams wear red, white, and blue?
76ers.
Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Those are, but their better jerseys were when AI
The
was
Cubs
playing.
jerseys are kind of clean, even though I'm not
To
a Cubs
me,
fan.
they're not anything like
Yeah,
red, white, and blue is
whatever.
just, I don't know.
I think it's a great. I think it's a great color scheme, but
FAU did it right.
but my point is to say like we would get dressed up, we go out, we get girls, you party. Like it's always in the Midwest, it's always a big deal.
Mhm.
So we'd always barbecue. I always saw family. So I love the 4th of July for what it like. It's a celebration.
Yeah.
See the best, like see fireworks all night. We go pop M80s and blackjacks and do hood rat shit with our friends. Yeah, so I don't know.
You ever did the video that goes viral like every 4th
with
of July?
Roman candles?
When y'all have wars with the Roman candles?
I did it once or twice. I was more so I like M80s. I like just getting M80s and just
Blowing
putting them in
stuff
shit
up?
and blowing shit up. Yeah.
What is an? I thought an M80 was like an actual military
It's
thing.
like a bigger firecracker.
Yeah, it's
okay.
like that big. And we would just put them in light poles and try to blow
Is
up a
there
light
not a
pole.
gun called an M80 though? Or am I bugging?
Maybe.
Possibly, probably. I don't even know if they still make M80s.
I don't know.
And I used to do that. And
They were
then,
legit like legal bombs.
yeah. And we would get blackjacks, and so instead of throwing Roman candles, we just light a blackjack and throw blackjacks.
An M80 Zolja is a like bazooka.
Look up M80 firecracker.
Yeah, it popped up. That was the first thing
Yeah.
that it popped up.
So, I mean, I don't know. Like for me,
My favorite thing would have like a ton of firecrackers, and like if you light a firecracker and throw it in water, it'll still
Yeah.
go off. I was
Yeah.
like, that's lit.
I just like sneaking up on niggas. You like that M80, you hold it to the last second. You like, what's good, job, boys? And the fucking niggas start running and shit. So,
And could that fuck you up?
not really,
Okay.
cause you would throw them at them, and so you're not really trying to hurt niggas. Like,
Yeah.
you ain't really trying to hurt nobody. So like, no, none of the niggas I was around ever got hurt. But
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know, man. Niggas shot guns like 4th of July in the Midwest is America. That's America country. The Midwest.
Yeah.
We love that shit.
All right. You got a question of the week.
Yes, I do.
Ask it.
Would you rather be loved or trusted?
Loved for sure. What's your answer?
Trusted.
What about you, AJ?
Yeah, I think it'd be trusted too.
See, I don't care if somebody else trusts me. I want to be able to trust people. I don't really care so much if you trust me or not, but I want you to love me, at least. Care for me and love me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you can't.
I feel like
you can have love without trust.
It's a good question, but it's also like they're so different that it's like choosing one or the other feels weird.
Yeah.
But if I had to, I'd probably pick trust.
But I feel like everyone that does love me also trusts me.
Yeah.
But that's you now.
Yeah.
But it's like you probably have, or not you probably, but you could have family members that you don't trust, but you still love them.
Yeah.
Kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, you would definitely have that. I feel
Right.
like trust too, cause I don't know. I feel like AJ said, I can love you but don't trust you. And I feel like when you trust a person,
Mhm.
there's a certain level of responsibility that comes with that than you just simply loving a person.
Got you.
So I think for me, that's what's more important. Like, yeah, with all my relationships, the fact that I'm so deep with so many people, I'm like, I could trust that nigga.
Yeah. And maybe it's not a two-way
lady.
street for me, because I think I would rather trust somebody than love them. But for me, I'd rather be loved than trusted.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's a good question.
Let us know what y'all rather do
Yeah,
in
for
the
me,
Discord.
it's like trust is like, it's a different. It's almost like a reverence. So which feels like a version of love, but yeah.
Yeah, same. So it's responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think love Yeah, I don't think love is like when you trust somebody, so you giving them responsibility.
Yeah.
And you giving them a certain aspect of your life that I don't think you would give everybody that you love.
Yeah, I get that. And I love everybody.
See?
So
But you
I
don't
don't trust. Yeah, I don't
everybody.
trust
See?
everybody. So yeah, it's not a two-way street for me. Good question, Phil. Get it off your chest. I have something, but I'll let y'all go first if you have anything.
Oh no, I don't have anything this week.
What?
Other
You
than-
did the whole get it off your chest and then.
Well, I was just having a bad week.
You don't want to
but-
complain about Apple?
Oh shit, that's UPS though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I ordered a phone 3 weeks ago and I still haven't gotten it, and they don't provide any updates. So now I got to go all the way to the Apple store.
Yeah, bro, that's tough. I'm gonna piggyback off your thing, and we just gonna say shipping companies in general, cause I ordered a pair of Adidas, the Mad Infinities. Said it was delivered yesterday or the 22nd, and check my mail. It wasn't at the door, and I forgot about it. I check again yesterday in my mailbox. I see a package, but it's for Tatiana. I'm like, where the fuck are my shoes at? And it's from a company On Track. Have y'all heard of On Track
Never
before?
heard that until you said it.
If you Google them, they have terrible reviews, bro. Like, not anyone has anything to say about that company. So I don't know. I'm hoping nobody in the neighborhood stole my package, but my neighborhood's pretty safe. I don't think people doing that. So I don't know. Hopefully I get my shit
somebody
soon.
stole my phone.
I hope not, bro. At least with an iPhone though, like they could probably track that shit.
Yeah, well, my thing is, right, bro, and this is why I get pissed because I can't talk to people now. I call them, send me to automated service, and then like put in your tracking number. There's no updates. It just shows delay. So I'm like, I'm trying to speak to a rep. Like, please tell us your issue so we can forward you to the right tracking.
Frustrating.
Then you get to tracking, and they please enter the track. It's the same shit, and I'm like, how do I bypass this to get to a goddamn
representative?
So then I just hung up and called AT&T, and they're like, oh, we can't help you. You got to come in the store. Nigga, what?
Damn.
What is going to be the difference if I come to the store than what you can do for me on the phone? Stupid. So
Come to the store.
That's it.
You had something, AJ?
I have something, but it wasn't really necessarily. It was like a topic more than to get it off your chest. But I probably want to save it for another time, or I don't know. And there needs to be more thought. It could be controversial.
Got you.
Ooh, I like controversy.
Can we get a
snippet?
Taste it, snippet.
Come
Pause.
on, AJ, give us a little bit. Come on.
It's not one of them. I'll tell you guys after.
All right, bet.
Come on, little daddy, give us some.
For me, it's what Phil called me out on Twitter yesterday. But people in the gym, I know I bring it up all the time, but the gym, I get so frustrated in there sometimes. So yesterday, I'm doing chest tries, and there's a dude on the fly machine.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pause real quick. If you go and sit on a machine for mad long, anybody, not this guy specifically, don't let it be a machine that there's only like one or two of in the gym.
Yeah.
Like if there's mad benches, okay, take your time on the bench. One's eventually gonna pop up. But if there's one of a dip machine, don't take fucking 50 minutes on it while other people waiting. So this guy, he's on the fly machine. I see him. I'm waiting a little bit. And I don't really like asking people how many sets they got left. So I'm thinking I'll go do something else. So I go do a whole chest workout on another machine. I come back. He's still sitting there on his phone, not doing anything. So I'm standing next to him. So he kind of feels my presence. So he's like, all right, let me hurry up. He's still sitting on his phone. So I finally ask him, yo, how many sets you got left? Before I even finish my sentence, he just kind of is like, and I'm like, all right, cool.
Why these niggas be trying?
I'm not tripping because I know sometimes like I know what the person's asking, so I'm just like, I got one left. Bro, he sits on his phone for another minute at least. He puts it down, he goes to do his workout, and he takes off his headphone. He's like, you know what? Actually, I'm also gonna do reverse deltoid flies. So I'm like, my nigga, I did a whole workout. You still didn't finish yours. And then I'm sitting here waiting after you just talked to me. And you change your mind to do a whole separate workout? So I just put my shit back. Bro, I tweeted that I was going to slap the shit out this nigga. I felt my fist close up. And before he even finished, I put my headphone in and walked off. And I finished my workout because I'm like, that just pissed me off.
You so much better than me. I'd be like, can I work in?
And I thought about that, but I was so pissed that I knew
you didn't want to be around him.
Yeah, I didn't want, and he was ugly as fuck. I didn't want to be around him.
Nigga ugly. If he was cute, he would have changed yours.
Yeah,
if he was cute, he would have changed his attitude.
Bro, his face alone pissed me off.
Just pissing him off, yeah.
If the nigga was cute, you'd have been like, hey man, can I work with you?
Maybe, bro, but his face also pissed me off on top of everything.
You just don't want to be seen or associated with
Yeah,
it.
so.
Nah, bro, you just gotta be more assertive in the gym, bro. You gotta put your foot down. Listen, bro, you can't hog the space.
Yeah.
This is a shared space. Can I work in with
gym
you?
or which one?
Yeah, it was at UM.
Oh,
so
but that's your gym.
I
You
would pull
own
the
it.
faculty card.
No, sometimes like when I'm at work, I feel like I stand on business less because it's like I don't want to cause issues. Like
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't gonna escalate to anything serious, but I knew I would have gotten pissed off and probably caught a little bit of attitude, and I'm just not trying to deal with that. But I just need to learn how to stand on business more. Like today when I was on my way over here, a car honked at me as soon as the light turned green. Like a long honk too.
Did you get out?
And I started pushing on the gas. I started to brake because I'm like, I'm gonna just sit here. But one, I seen mad cars behind me, and two, I was like, I'm gonna be late. So I'm like, let me just pull
I
off.
put
We
my
still gotta
finger
wake
out.
AJ up. So
Yeah.
Oh, that you reminded me to get something off my chest because you said stand on business. I hate when niggas use new terms in
Yeah.
real life conversations. not in this instance.
No,
like,
and I was using it
in a professional
yeah,
setting.
yeah.
Like a lady argued with me about part usage, and she was like, "I'm standing on business." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like what?
Nah, the kids,
What do you mean you standing on business?
The
To get your own
kids
policy?
love throwing that term around, bro. That shit cracks me
This
up.
was an adult woman, bro. That's married with
Yeah,
children.
honestly, bro, the kids these days talk like how Bert and Chris talk when when they only wanted to use Canadian slang,
exactly.
or they would pick up a new slang and they would use that for everything.
Bro, I'm glad. I mean, the slang, the Canadian slang was similar as it was then as it is now. But I'm glad Chris and Bert aren't like that one girl on it. If the business is true, you're sick to my stomach, fam.
That was them for a second though. But
I'm
like,
just son mine.
kids these days are just younger adults.
Yeah.
Just every word they use is like a slang term, and it's like, guys,
Yeah.
You know what word I want to throw
Bro,
away
we old
forever?
heads for real. But
You want
go
to know
ahead.
what word? Period. I don't need you to tell me period to end your sentence. I know that's what ends a sentence.
period.
Like, how did that come?
Period, I'm not mad at, honestly.
Period. I'm like, huh? You ending a statement? What? Like,
Yeah.
bro, I hate period.
Yeah, Tatiana
That's
throws it
on
around, but it's
period.
also sarcastically. Like,
I
Tatiana don't talk like
hate
that, for real.
bro.
No, yeah, Tatiana uses slang sarcastic. She
Yeah.
does use the slang sarcastically. It's kind of
Yeah.
funny.
And period. But, yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like you can tell when a person forces slang
Yeah.
and it's actually that's how they talk forever. Because usually, if a person speaks in slang all the time,
Mm-hmm.
it's a certain like dialect that comes with it. But you can tell when it's like period.
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, you don't say that shit in real life.
Yeah.
Or it's
Like-
like
You just trying to sound cool.
right, or just like the like uncultured people using it at work and stuff. And I was like, yo, they're always of a certain age. They're usually
Yeah.
younger, and it's like, guys, you're doing it wrong. 1, 2, we're at work. What are we doing?
Yeah.
I remember I was
Like we can just communicate like regular like adults. Like regular
Actually,
people.
what drives me nuts, because I always see it on TikTok, since I am on TikTok a lot, that they keep referring to new slang as Gen Z slang, but it all derives from
old slang. It's all
black,
repurposed.
but it's black slang. Like,
yeah.
AAVE. Like, that's what it is.
Like Shorty that made the dude that made that video.
Which one?
It was super popular, and they were like, "Oh, the minister that
I don't
talked
think I saw that.
about the minister that talked about God in like the slang version."
Oh, yeah.
and
I
they're
know
like,
what you're
"Oh,
talking about.
this is the Gen Z slang,"
Yes,
and everybody in the
that's-
comments like,
that's what I
"No,
saw
nigga,
last.
this is
Yeah.
black people slang."
Exactly. Yeah. That's the last thing I saw when what it made me think of that.
It's like your Gen Z pastor or some shit.
Mm-hmm. All right. Best thing. Y'all see
That would be a good get it off my chest. That right there, like them calling it Gen Z
yeah.
or just like, yeah.
Yeah. Best thing y'all seen this week?
Never thought about that recently.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I'll go. So, if it comes out this year, which I don't think it will, but Batman Beyond.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if y'all watched that show, but I've been asking for a reboot, a movie, a series, whatever, for the longest time.
Who you been asking?
Just the
universe?
The universe, yeah. But they just announced that it's been in talks. That doesn't mean it's coming out, but hopefully it does. But this year, just so much good news between that. Last episode brought up NCAA, GTA 6, like everything I've been waiting for is coming to fruition. So
Dang,
I'm
this is
happy.
next year.
Yes, hopefully we get a Batman Beyond series. Did y'all watch that show?
Mm-mm.
A little bit.
Also, have I ever asked y'all what y'all's favorite superheroes are? I feel like Phil gonna say
I feel
Superman.
like we
That's
did
gonna
when,
piss me
when
off.
back when Brandon was on a pod.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
No, it's
probably Superman because red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
And
Growing
he's
up,
and he's American.
no, it wasn't Superman.
He's from like the Midwest.
I'm still black though, so think black.
And Black Panther.
No.
The Black
Good.
Panther.
I didn't know about the Black Panther until
Green Goblin.
Wakanda.
Green Lantern.
No, Green Lantern
Oh,
and
that's what I
Static
meant.
Shock. Green Goblin. It
What?
was Static
Green
Shock and the Green
Lantern?
Lantern. Yeah.
Green Lantern kind of cheeks, bro. And I hate that they made him white.
But he's
I don't know what he was in.
black in the animated show though.
Yeah, but what
Originally, I think he
what
was
was
white.
he in the original comic?
I think he was white originally.
Oh, okay.
I didn't read comics.
Got you.
I lied. I didn't read Marvel comics. I read like Sunday Times.
Okay.
like Charlie Brown and shit. But no, it was Static Shock. Like Static Shock was my man.
Yeah, Static Shock was dope.
And of the like Marvel guys, Wolverine.
Okay, I'm not mad at that. What about you, AJ?
I don't even know if I have one, honestly.
What? Everyone
was that
has
guy.
one. Yeah, top 3: Batman, Spider-Man, Wolverine, and those are all interchangeable.
Yeah, I don't really have one.
JB's a Spider-Man, so he had the game
Yeah.
growing up.
Got you.
Game was lit.
Yeah, I used to have it on Xbox up until they switched it to
Sony
PlayStation only,
Yeah.
Yeah, we had
which
on
pisses me
PlayStation.
off. But
She was lit.
Pisses me off.
definitely gonna see the new Deadpool with Wolverine in it. But moving on.
Music. Hey,
Anything? I
did some
didn't put
Wiggles
anything
earlier.
on there.
Yeah, somebody put. Oh, that's from last Vultures in
Maybe I
Electro
didn't
Wave.
delete it. Yeah.
So Kid Cudi dropped a deluxe version to his
Oh, he did?
Insano album. So it's called Insano Nitro Mega, and it's a whole different track list.
Really?
Haven't had a chance to check it out, but there's a Pusha feature on there that was pretty good that I saw on Push's Instagram.
I saw Pusha rapping to something. It was like
Him
a quick
and-
verse. Was it that?
No, him, Pusha, and Rayvon dropped the song together.
Oh, okay, maybe that's
Yeah.
what I saw. It was like a black and white video.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I saw then.
Yeah, so Insano Nitro Mega is out. So I got to check that one out. Rent Due, LA Russell, and Hit Boy. Haven't listened yet, so I'm going to check that out. And then I did listen to it's a West Coast guy named Mr. RJ Mr. LA.
Okay.
He got a new mixtape called The Bitch Tape. So it's real West Coast.
The what?
The Bitch Tape.
That's funny.
It's very West Coast and vibe. You like it probably because
Okay.
right here, like the sonically, you like West Coast
Yeah,
sonics.
yeah, yeah.
So, and you know who RJ is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's good.
Okay.
All my life.
All my life.
Yeah, we've
That's it.
had a good 2024. The last 2 weeks have slowed down a little bit, but I'm sure it'll pick up eventually. I know they saying J. Cole might come out with some soon, but I'm
Fall
not a
off
Cole.
soon, March 1st. Blue Lips, Schoolboy Q is. I'm anticipating.
Okay.
Can't wait for that
I'm gonna
album.
check that out for sure.
I love Q.
Oh, I think I have something. The best thing I've seen now.
What is it?
So there's this. So our. Hold on. There's this league. It's called like the Courtside League.
Mhm.
And the court's super small. Like there's basically no corner threes.
Got you.
But they live stream the games. They have what is it? You can challenge.
So it
so they-
challenge a play.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the challenge a call and they'll like review it and stuff. Yeah. So they're joining the work league. They have a work league. Or they have a work team and they joined that league and they were in it before. I think they lost in the championship or something. I think it's just like the rec version, not the competitive one. But they're joining it again. And then I had a friend who's in playoffs in that same league
Yeah.
right now, so I went just to check it out. But yeah, it was kind of cool. They had a live streamed.
And this is 5-on-5, right?
No, it's 4-on-4.
Oh, 4-on-4,
Because of how small. It's like
Got you.
it's like a LA Fitness court, but if you took the corner threes away, so it's
Yeah.
like pushed in on the walls.
Yeah.
But I think it'll still be fun.
Okay. That's dope. That's dope. And so if it hits the wall, is it out of bounds or you could play it off the wall?
I don't even know. Because it was like they were dribbling outside of the lines, like when you could, like on. There's some parts where there's space on one side of the court.
Got
They're
you.
dribbling out. I was like, that's not out of bounds. Okay, I don't know, but
Got you.
it seems like it'll be fun still.
Got you. Also, going back to best thing, I also want to shout out Lukey. We had basketball training at all week, and he helped out with training, which was much needed and appreciated. A lot of staff took what he had to say, because whether you the most educated motherfucker on the planet, like they don't want to hear from you, just like you don't want to hear shit from your parents. You got to hear it from outside. So I could have told them the exact same information.
It definitely
would have
helps.
went over their head, but since it came from Luke, it definitely was taken. So streaming. Please tell me you caught up, bro.
Nah, I'm not. Caught up.
AJ.
Yeah, I'm like I think I'm 4 episodes in, and that was another thing I was thinking. I was like, in the future, we should plan it better and do like
Watch parties.
a watch party and just do like episode by episode takes.
Oh, okay.
Like it'd be dope if it was originally me, you, and Tati that watch it, but if we were at your house and then after every episode we gave like 10-minute thoughts on it and we recorded it and then just go to the next one.
I actually told Tati that I wanted to have like not a spin-off pod, but our own pod, me and her, since we love trash reality TV, and just do episode recaps or whatever. But at the same time, like, yo, I'm too fucking busy.
Yeah, it's
maybe during the basketball off season, that's something we could do.
Yeah.
And have it like seasons or whatever. But like obviously Vanderpump Rules going on right now, so that's big. We love 90 Day Fiance, shows like this, Love is Blind. But so I can't remember how far episode 4 is. What have you seen so far?
Honestly, I think I'm like partially through it too. But so
they're not at the honeymoons yet, right? Okay.
No, they're still like in the pods. Where was it?
And you haven't seen any spoilers?
No. I haven't really even been on there. I have it labeled as Love is Blind. Yeah, so for Jessica, I had I just read through these notes, but Jessica had initially I was like, it's kind of a red flag that she thinks she needs.
I gotta pull up the cast because
Jessica's the mom.
Oh yes.
I was like, it's kind of a red flag that she's thinking she needs a man to be happy because she word for word says that.
Yeah.
But later on, you find out that she's like adopted and she had like a crazy family life, and I'm like, oh, okay. She's not necessarily saying I need a man to be happy, but she wants a family.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, that makes sense. Then I was like, all right. In the first episode, Matthew was wild. I was like, yo, why is he out there? Why is he there if he isn't trying to put himself out there? Like, he walked out on 2 people after one question. I'm like,
everyone thinks he's a serial killer.
Yeah.
But him walking out
low-key,
just mid-conversation is wild.
Yeah. I was like, low-key, he should go like on Love on the Spectrum next.
For real, bro.
But like he opened up with AD, and that was like a little bit better. And he's like,
and that was also a huge shock for me.
Yeah, like an AD of all people.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that one day where Jessica told Jimmy that she had a kid, and then literally the next day after, Chelsea was like, oh yeah, I've been divorced.
Yeah.
And like,
wait, wasn't it the same day? I think it was the same day.
Next date.
Oh, next date.
Yeah,
okay.
Same day, next date. And I was like, yo, he got a lot dumped on him in one day. And then Chelsea kind of, like, her reaction, she made it about her and really didn't put herself in his shoes. She was, like, kind of upset that he was, like, thrown off by that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what? Why wouldn't why wouldn't he be? And 2, like, he just also had other news and told her that. But later on, they had, like, a different conversation. She was like, oh, yeah, my bad, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I had, like, Clay stays trying to dig for appearance stuff, and we'll give hints about his appearance.
Yes.
That's what he was leading with a lot of the time. But generally, on this this season compared to others, it seemed like the men were more sane for the most part, compared to like how they have been on other ones. Like there have been guys that were like complete not trash, but just like you could tell that they were not that they weren't all there, but whatever. I thought it was funny when Matt basically called AD's bluff. I forgot what it was exactly, but I think it was about like getting serious or something, or like she approached him saying like, "Oh, I heard similar stuff."
Yes.
From Amber.
Okay, so you got to that part where he's telling. Okay.
This Love is Blind, right?
Yeah.
Similar stuff from Amber.
Danny doesn't watch this?
Yeah, she does. I saw her watching it last night.
Yeah.
I was disappointed.
So I was like, she's like, oh, I heard you talking similar stuff to Amber. It almost sounds the exact same or whatever. Yeah. And he kind of called her bluff there. And honestly, like Matt is, his delivery is weird, but he's still. I haven't gotten further. Then maybe it changes, but he's still pretty sane, and he's. I think he was going. I mean, he was going about it the best way for him.
Yeah.
But AD was doing the same thing that she was mad at Matt for doing. And AD kind of made things messy because she started talking about these things and sharing these things. You know, when you're in that situation, like AD was doing the same thing that he was doing, but was mad at him for. Like, you're saying the same things to everybody because you're trying to test and see either not just their response, but just like
Was she saying
can
the
you
same
be
things? I don't think she was.
to other people. Well, she was saying the exact same things, but she was like her process was the same for each person, and
Okay.
Matthew's process was the same for each person.
Yeah, but what he was saying, that was the same to AD and the other girl. I forget what her name
Amber.
was. Yeah, Amber.
Yeah.
What? No, AD is Amber.
No,
Oh, it's not?
no.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. Anyways, what he was saying to the two girls was like super intimate stuff. Like, I want to leave here with you right now. Like, I'm ready to get married. I want to ask your dad like permission.
Well, so what he's actually I don't know because they didn't show those parts, but what he was doing was like he was trying to see how big of a part in their life. Like he's a traditional like American guy where it's like, are you supposed to ask your the girl's dad for her hand in marriage, basically?
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna pause you real quick. Phil, did you ask Danny's dad, or you just did it?
No, I asked her dad.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
Yeah. So he was trying to. So when he asked that question, what he was trying to understand was like, okay, what's your relationship with your father? Like how, like, what is this something that you would want me to do, or like, is your dad not in your life, or something like that? Like that's he asked. So he asked them both the same question because he was at that place with them. He's like, I'm considering these two people. These are the next level things that I'm thinking about. I'm gonna ask them both the same things.
I got you.
And like, all right, if we were to leave together, what would it look like?
Mm-hmm.
Which is really what he was trying to understand, which is what everybody is doing. They're trying to see like past the initial like, oh, okay, we kind of click and are compatible. What's it going to look like outside of here?
Yeah.
So I thought it was a little bit messy to share that and not really have that understanding of like, oh, this is his process and everyone's literally doing the same thing. And she skewed how it was for Amber because she started saying like, yeah, it sounds the same and this is messed up, this is crazy, like, and not having that, I don't know, that it was more of like a perception thing versus having the perspective like, oh, okay, this is just someone's process.
Yeah.
And literally everyone in the pods is doing the same thing Matthew's doing. He's just doing it a little bit differently and more of like because of what he does and who he is in a methodical, like, analytical way. And people I guess didn't really see that as much. But yeah, that thing just got messy. She kind of like, AD kind of reacted poorly to it, I think, more so than Amber did. Amber just like, this is too much, I'm gonna leave, which I also respected because that the pods and just like that kind of thing in general, just I've expressed it before on different things. It adds a entirely different weird element to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Clay, when Clay got pissed that it was Matt, I was like, yo, he low-key tried. He's like, Matt, what the?
Well, at first he couldn't even remember who Buddy was because he was that
Matt.
shocked.
Yeah, he was like, Matt, there's a Matt. Then he's like, Matt, what the? And I'm like, yo, he low-key tried, but it was really just Clay's ego that hurt because it was like, yo, that guy of all people is who I'm competing with. And then I also thought that like her telling Clay that was also kind of messy too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think if you're trying to do it the right way, I don't think because other people did share it, like with the guy with the mullet and then Jimmy, and they were cool and they were like sane and understood.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like, yo, just don't really talk about things.
Yeah, exactly. You already got to the Megan Fox part, right?
Oh my gosh, yes. Well, Chelsea said that she looked like Megan Fox. I'm like, yo. And honestly, I think it kind of skewed Jimmy's like
100%.
how much he was not paying attention to her, but like, yeah, she was like, oh yeah, I've got like Megan, like, girl, you don't look like Megan Fox. Just you have white hair and blue
I said it
eyes.
on TikTok yesterday. She slightly resembles her, but as Lindsay said, or Linda, I should say, she is Temu Megan Fox. Because there are times where she does look like her.
I don't see it. The only thing is like the blue eyes and like dark hair.
Yeah. But that girl is mad annoying. Like she cries every time she's in the pods. But I do feel slightly bad for her because on TikTok she's getting cooked for saying she looks like Megan Fox. Like people are bullying the shit out of her, but she is taking it like a champ. So I'll give that to her.
Yeah, and like, yeah, I don't think like talking about appearances is weird too because it's just like you're putting an idea in someone's
this
head,
season they've done it
so
more
much.
than any other season.
Actually, I have a note on. Actually, yeah, I had I wrote the thing I kind of shared. So I feel Matthew didn't do anything crazy, and Amber and AD went crazy because they're like, they just fed off of each other's energy.
Yeah.
And we're like, yo, how could he do this? And like, I'm like, I can see why. But AD was having the same conversations with multiple people too, and everyone is because they're trying to find out who they feel they're compatible with and asking things that are important to them. And the other thing I noticed too is like they found the casters or whoever, like however they picked it, they found a lot of people that have shared trauma, that have very similar like true. Traumas and things in common like that. Like so many people have like a parent who died, or like adoption in their family, or were adopted, or had previous marriages that didn't work out, or had previous long relationships that didn't work out, or And I was like, yeah, they kind of match. So it's weird in a way too, because it's like, as a producer at Caster, I don't know how they do it, but it's like, are you picking these people because like, oh, okay, they're gonna trauma bond over this, and that's gonna create an entirely different kind of like connection, or are they doing it with like the best intention, like, oh, okay, they have this in common, or these people may have this in common. But yeah, that's all I had so far, because I'm not all the way through.
I will say though, and maybe this is new aged bullying, because social media, they just cook people over the dumbest shit, and I feel like I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but what I'm gonna get at is they've pretty much called every single guy, from what I've seen, gay for whatever reason, just because niggas is like a little bit zesty. Like Clay, he's a little bit zesty, but I feel like that's such a crazy thing to just put on people. Just call them gay because of this, and this reason. I don't want to spoil anything for you, but there's going to be other people that they call gay for different reasons. And I'm like, y'all are so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And something else, which is, I still don't know how to articulate my thought, but last week I wanted to talk about Sean Evans, the guy from Hot Ones.
Oh, okay.
He was dating a porn star, and it was like, as soon as everybody found out about it, they started cooking this nigga, and they ended up like breaking up right after that.
Damn.
And it's like, bro, y'all, and I'm not mad at like the people that are getting bullied for folding under pressure, but it's like, if that's what works for them and they happy about it, like, let them live. Like, I get that what's the one podcast, Land of the Plug, and
Adam 22.
Yeah, Adam 22. Like, yes, they live a crazy ass lifestyle, but that's what works for them. So, like, y'all constantly picking on them, bullying them, like, what is that going to do? And I'm glad that Adam 22 and Lena haven't, like, let it affect them.
Yeah. Well, that's part of their business strategy. Yeah. I think with the Hot Ones host, his girl was an ex-porn star.
Yeah.
So, I think it was just more so the criticism got to him as opposed. But at that point, it's like, bro, you've been sleeping with this girl.
You think it got to him?
Probably.
I feel like
so. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it got to him in a way, but there's probably 4 or 5 different scenarios where like them breaking up is what the decision came to, because like if she's an ex-porn star, she's trying to get away from that, and because people know that about her, and because he's in the limelight in a way, they're just gonna keep bringing it up. That could be detrimental to her, just generally, right?
Yeah. I mean, and him too, and his brand.
Mm-hmm. And that's my point. Like, why are y'all constantly bringing this up? Like, just let it be. Like, shut the fuck up.
She's probably been in bed.
Yeah, maybe. And that's what he wanted. He knew what it was when he signed up. But obviously it got a little bit too much with all the backlash and social media jokes and all that shit.
Fuck these people. I wouldn't let nobody pressure me into making a decision about me and who I'm going to be with. Who cares? Because y'all not going to be with me when I'm lonely at night.
Exactly.
Might as well be with somebody that make you happy. If you can accept their passing, and if it's horrible or not horrible, be happy. Who cares?
Oh, and
but at the same time, if it's affecting if I was with someone who was an ex-porn star, right, and that happened, and it's affecting their mental, like even if it's not affecting mine, if it's affecting theirs, like all this attention that I'm now bringing to them because of who I am and how I make money in my business, then I could understand wanting to break up for that sake, for not saving that person, but just like in that way.
Yeah, and
so what I'm saying is a few ways where maybe it's not like, oh, it got to him and he couldn't handle it or something, or people pressured him into it, or it was just like it just became something that it didn't start out as, you know?
Yeah.
And speaking of bullying, when I was on my way over here, Phil's probably seen it. I don't know if you've seen it because you're not on Twitter like that, but the librarian, the light-skinned dude, he makes like these super positive videos, and everyone calls him like weird and shit.
The librarian.
Yeah, that's
I
what I'm
just
saying.
sent that to the homie last night.
Yeah, so he's quitting his library job to like work on his mental health because, I mean, I don't want to assume, but I'm guessing it's because of all the people that have like kind of been bullying him or whatever.
Yeah.
So
You saw his response video?
I think, are we talking about where he said he's quitting?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But it sounds like he's gonna be doing more shit though too.
yeah. So
So I
there is
think-
that, but
I think a part of it is like he probably has to leave that library job
Yeah.
to do more expansive stuff because he's getting so popular. And then but previously to him blowing up, he already had mental issues.
Oh, okay.
So I think it's the popularity plus probably the online criticism or people
Yeah.
just talking about him. It's probably a combination of things.
Yeah, well, if he's doing bigger and better things and that's what he's doing, then I'm happy for him.
Yeah,
But
so
there
that's what-
are still
yeah.
people hating on him for absolutely no reason. Nigga's mad positive.
He's
Just like a
little-
Keith
he's
Lee,
just-
mad
he's a little
positive.
Akko Taco.
He is.
That's all.
But people like,
But I mean, he has a good heart, and what he's
Yeah.
doing is for good reasons. He's giving you all the resources that are for free to you at the library, and trying to
Mm-hmm.
encourage people to use the library because we have these great resources that we don't use.
yeah.
So I approve of
Yeah.
I like what he is doing, and then I mean, I'm wishing him the well in his mental health journey, and I think a part of it also is though for what he wants to do bigger.
Mhm.
So I don't think he
Got
could
you.
have stayed at that job for where he's trying
Got
to
you,
go
got
because
you.
he talked about doing like voluntary
Mm-hmm.
services at different libraries in the Bay Area and all this other stuff. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but back to Love is Blind. Chelsea's really I don't know who Jimmy is gonna pick yet because I'm not there yet. But Chelsea really sold him the dream. He's like, I'm a flight attendant. We can travel anywhere, and I look like Megan Fox.
That is very true. That
so,
is very true. Damn, bro. I'm glad that you've been able to
And then
avoid spoilers.
and then the other person is like, I think she's lit. The one that has a kid.
Yeah,
she's also
she's
like she also
bad,
has a
yeah.
kid. And they were clicking way more, and then all of a sudden I was like, I didn't even know Jimmy was interested in Chelsea.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like between them two, I was like, whoa, this is weird.
Yeah. Well, I hope you catch up this weekend or today. But Blue Mountain State, have y'all ever watched that show?
Yeah.
You ever watch it?
a long time
I
ago.
actually feel like you would really like it, Phil.
I know what show you're talking
Yeah, you
about.
do,
but I
because
Yeah.
Paige Kennedy was in it. You don't remember watching it?
don't remember.
I don't
never
think he's
mind.
ever
I don't think I
watched
ever
it.
watched it.
But it's
I know what show y'all talking
You would
about.
like it. I
Yeah.
think you should watch it this
It's a
weekend.
fat white dude in that show, right? That's like a lineman popular or
It
something.
might
like
be.
that?
I mean, it's a football show.
Yeah.
So, but
That's
anyways,
probably a fat white guy. Yeah.
so they're coming out with a sequel. So I'm actually very excited about that. But I think I might rewatch it because it's just that good of a show. It's fucking hilarious, bro. And I actually completely forgot Paige Kennedy was in that show.
Yeah.
Abbott. I've been trying to catch up. I think
It's only
finished.
it's 4 now, right?
Okay. Well, I realized I didn't even finish season 2, so I had to catch up on the rest of season 2. And then I watched the first episode of season 1 with Jalen Hurts, bro. Him and the football players acting was terrible. Him, Travis Kelce, and I don't know who the third guy was. Who was
Wait,
it?
what was the show? You said?
Abbott Elementary.
Oh.
It was Brandon Graham.
Okay, yeah, their acting was fucking terrible. Every line they had, you clearly could tell they were reading off a script or just got that script and like didn't know how to act. But now Abbott's hilarious. I love it. Yeah, I'm
I like
ready to see the
character
next series.
development this season.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, don't spoil it for me. I'm only on episode 1 of the
Nah.
new season.
I
Alright,
won't.
bet.
I won't. It's good though.
I did see Casey Frey and that one white girl who blows up on TikTok and Twitter. They were in the most recent episode, so I got to catch up on that.
What's name is back too? Zach Fox.
Well, he makes an appearance every so often.
I know, but his new appearance is even more funny.
Is he like in it a lot more this season?
Well, the last episode he was. Yeah,
Okay.
he's like.
Wait, so they just had guest appearances in there all the
Bro,
time?
they have so many guests. Vince Staples is in it a lot.
Mhm.
They had no, never mind.
I need
I'm
to watch the
thinking of
Vince Staples show, actually.
It's pretty
Same.
good so far.
Yeah.
I'm 2 episodes in. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's really good. It's like a. It's not like ATL. It's like similar to like ATL, but also like the Lil Dicky show without the
Outlander.
rapping. So it's cool.
Yeah.
It's in that metaverse, I
Okay,
guess.
okay.
Yeah. Oh, going back to Abbott.
It's Atlanta, too. He keeps calling it
Yeah.
ATL.
Atlanta. So.
Phil's girl Taraji P Henson. She was in the episode. Yeah, they
Phil has
have.
too many girls.
She was the mom. No,
There's a lot of girls, but
Yeah.
there's just a lot of guest appeal. And I like that they. Quinta, obviously, she's come up through YouTube and social media, but it's nice to see a show that like gets the jokes and knows the culture and kind of sticks with those jokes. Because people have always said that buddy from Everybody Hates Chris and Orlando, no, not what's his name, the guy that plays his dad in the show. They've always said that they look alike, and the fact that they made them father and son in the show is
I know you're
also
talking
very
about, but I
funny.
don't know his name off top.
But yeah, they make a lot of like cultural jokes in the show, and I appreciate that. And it's not like forced or corny, kind of like how what was the spinoff of the Fuller House? Like did you ever watch that show? Like they made a lot of like recent and cultural jokes, but it felt so forced, and you could tell it wasn't going to age well.
Yeah.
Whereas this show, it's not forced, and it will age.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So.
Because, I mean, it's the references are, like, so modern. That's almost like they shooting it in real time.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another movie I forgot to mention that you guys need to watch. That Phil should have watched already because it's black people.
I love black cinema.
You didn't even go see it.
It's a movie, you said, or a show?
Yeah, a movie. What's Phil's other girl? You see, he doesn't have
Gabrielle
two names.
Union?
That's not even what I'm talking about. Keep listing more of your girls.
Gabrielle, Taraji, she black?
Mm-hmm.
Regina Hall?
Nope. See, he's like, I don't have too many
Megan
girls.
Good?
Are you
No,
talking about?
don't say it. Don't say it. Let him
Megan
go.
Good?
I know you know who I'm talking about. Yeah, not Megan Good now.
Megan Good.
Keep going, bro.
Taraji, Regina, Gabrielle Union.
I mean, I could be wrong with who I'm thinking. But
No, don't give him. I know you know. I know
Is
you
she
know.
like she's a baddie or just I like her as an actress? Because
Both.
Viola Davis, but she's not a baddie though.
Nope.
But, like I don't know if she's my
Davis.
girl, but let me see.
So, people who you think are your girl, just list them.
That would be it. Halle Berry and
Oh my gosh.
Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not forgetting Tracy Ellis Ross.
That's who
So
I was
let me see.
thinking.
I know you knew, but yeah, see, he's like, I don't have too many girls. Look at that. Look at that.
I think I know the movie you're talking about too.
What's it called? American Fiction.
No, that was what I was thinking.
It was. I don't even know if it's in theater still.
Oh,
Oh, actually,
so
it
this
is.
is recent.
There is one.
Thought she was in
Aventura has
something
it.
else.
Regal Oakwood and Hollywood has it.
haven't
Has
even
Jeffrey
heard.
Wright. You know who that is?
Mm-mm.
I also do not know who that is.
That guy.
Mm-mm.
You never seen him? No, there's no way.
I feel like I have seen him, but I don't
Yeah.
know any roles he was in.
Oh, he wasn't he in the most recent Batman? As,
think so. Yeah.
The police officer.
Sterling K. Brown is in. You guys know what
I
that
know
is?
Sterling, the crier.
Yeah.
The Crier. He's in it. Issa Rae's in it.
Issa. No, I was
Yeah.
thinking of something else. It's not that movie then.
John Ortiz is in it. But yeah, it's actually really, really good. I saw it in theaters with my parents. Well, I wonder what it's rated. 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. 7.6 on
I
IMDb.
feel like I can never trust Rotten Tomatoes, bro.
No, but it's really good. It's a comedy. It's a drama comedy, but it's really good. You have to see it.
Got you. All right. Sports All-Star Weekend was
I watched the game for like maybe a half and turned that shit off, went to sleep.
really.
Yeah, it
Do
wasn't-
they
not
still have
good.
the Elam ending or no? Do you know
The what?
the
No, they
Elam
don't,
ending?
yeah.
Okay.
And I was kind of mad that they took the Kobe format away. I like the Kobe format.
Yeah.
That's the 11.
Yeah.
That's the what?
The Elam ending.
Yeah.
Where they have to hit a certain score or
Oh, I
whatever
didn't know
instead
that
of
was-
playing
that's
for a
what that
time.
was,
But yeah, I mean, I didn't watch it at all. No, that was Sunday night. I don't know what I was doing.
Climate
But
change.
what was the final score? Like 200 something to like
Yeah.
180 something.
Once
This is
they
the most-
once they
the
went up
most
20,
points- most
yeah.
points scored.
Once they went up 20, I was turned it off because I was like,
You know what was really funny? All the clips from Draymond and Charles Barkley.
I didn't even see any of those.
They were cooking each other. It was
Really?
hilarious. Yeah.
No, I didn't see a single one.
Towns scored 50.
You said what?
Towns scored 50.
He was the leading scorer? That's wild.
Bro dropped 50 and losing effort. That's how I was
And
like,
they lost. Yeah. That was one of Draymond's comments. He's like, this is like the old school Timberwolves. Cat has 40 and they're down 20.
Yeah.
I was like, damn.
Dunk contest, but I heard the 3-point contest was good. I didn't watch
Didn't
that.
watch it.
Okay,
I
but
had to work Saturday night.
yeah, I was out.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of the stuff. And Saturday night I was watching UFC.
Got you.
Ilya Topuria won.
That was a great fight.
It was.
Slept up, Vote. That was
Volk,
rough.
yeah.
What weight class is that?
Vote is 35.
No, 145. What is that?
So what's that middle?
Feather?
Late.
Featherweight.
Is it feather or is that 135? What's the 135 is bantam, so yeah, it'd be feather.
Featherweight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
I be forgetting what the weight class is called, but I should know that because
Yeah.
I fight at 45. But yeah, no, Volk. We watching. It's weird. We're at that point like some of my favorite fighters on
Some of the
there
legends are like
falling off. Yeah, watching the fall off.
Well, they're just getting older too.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, what I didn't want to guess that he would get knocked out, but it seems like once, especially when you're light, like at the lower weights, once you get knocked out, it's really easy. Like the first time you get knocked out, after that, is really easy for you to get knocked out again.
Yeah.
Or it just seems like your body shuts off more.
And I thought this and another person tweeted on my fight team. Dude just came out too calm. Like he just knew he was gonna knock out Volk. Like he said he was gonna knock him out, but then you see how the fighters come out. Volk was like,
he came
Volk
out
looked
super
happy
confident.
to be there. Yeah. And Buddy looked like he's about to kill him. And I was like, and Volk put up a good fight, and then all it takes is one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it was there was a one fight. I forget who it was, but that's probably one of the greatest rounds I've seen. These dudes were banging.
Oh yeah,
The
it
kickboxing
was.
fight
Yeah,
that we watched
watched
at
it
the
at
last
Zach's
pod.
place.
Yeah.
That
That's
was
what you were talking
wild.
about, right?
Yeah, it was
The kickboxing match when
The
after
second
the
round,
pod.
yeah.
Yeah.
That shit was beautiful.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
2 knockdowns in the second round, like both
from
people-
each person. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably one of the greatest rounds of one I've seen. Like we was
Yeah.
talking about in our fight chat, and everybody had the same reaction. Like you don't see fighters fight like that in the UFC.
Yeah.
That's how I appreciate one.
Actually, no, that's not true. Because
Not a lot.
Paulo Costa and Rob Whitaker's fight was amazing too.
Yeah.
They went the distance, but it was like that. They were really fighting well.
And one niggas, they don't care if they get knocked out. Because they want that $50,000 bonus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also like there's less threat, right? In the UFC, you have you could get taken down.
Well,
But
yeah,
that was Muay
striking,
Thai,
yeah,
so
yeah.
it's just like you're just standing up trying to knock people out because that's the only way you're gonna win. Like you don't have the fear of being in a clinch and then getting taken down and being submitted or something like that too. It's just like stand up and throw as many because every strike is a point, not point, but like
Yeah, to an extent.
can get you further in the fight. But also it's like yo, I got to get my get back if I get knocked down too because that's how we're gonna score this. That's how it's gonna end up going.
Last thing I had, Kieonna Christmas. Wanted to shout her out. She a high
Who's that?
school player.
Oh yeah, the chick with
Recorded a
quintuple. What do you call it?
quintuple
Quintuple
double. So obviously, if you don't know basketball, like if you have a double, that's you scoring double or recording double digits in 2 different categories. So like 20 points, 10 rebounds. That's a double. Triple-double would be like 30, 20, 10. So obviously quintuple, she had 11 points, 20 rebounds, 11 assists, 10 steals, and 10 blocks.
That's insane.
Which is absolutely ridiculous.
Especially for like all those rebounds and only 11 points.
All those steals and blocks is gonna be the
exactly.
hardest thing, but steals and blocks alone, you caused 20 turnovers.
Yeah, for real. But going off of AJ's point, the most mind-blowing thing of all this is that she recorded all those stats and only had 11 points. I mean, scoring isn't everything, but like clearly it
11
sounds like
points
she's
is
dominating.
4 buckets.
Yeah.
Really, or 5.
Yeah.
4 or 5. I'm saying 4 because like there's probably some free throws in there.
To me, my thing was what was most impressive to me was the blocks and the steals. 'Cause it's so hard to get double digits in those categories.
Exactly. I don't know how tall she is. I tried looking it up. I mean, I didn't go super in depth.
She's probably like 5'9".
For real. But nah, that's an amazing feat that she just did. Amazing stat line. So shout out to her. And hopefully she's getting some scholarship soon. Also, AJ, I forgot to bring it up, but the Anthony Edwards shoes are probably the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn
They
in my
feel
life.
good too?
Bro, they feel amazing.
Damn, I have to get them.
Yeah, bro, they're so like I've never had shoe that had like so much cushioning on the top.
Yeah.
And I also feel like I don't really take comfort into a lot of my footwear. It's just if I like the way it looks, I'm gonna wear it in whatever setting. But these look good, and to me at least are comfortable.
Yeah.
But I also just came off of playing with several uncomfortable shoes, so I don't know. But I love them. I love them. I like the way they look. I like the way they feel. Everything. So You got to get a pair now.
Yeah, I'm like, I like the Hardens a lot too, but I just know I won't be able to like wear them or play in them. They're too low, I think.
Yeah, and the Anthony Edwards are like a high top, which I haven't played in high tops in mad long.
Yeah.
So, weren't you gonna buy some basketball shoes, Phil? You were asking about basketball shoes recently.
Yeah. I kind of decide if I want to buy basketball shoes first or running shoes. So I'm probably on the fence for running shoes.
Oh, you about to pick up running again?
Well, yeah, I went out jogging one time, and then I was like, I should probably do this more.
Hey, if y'all do what was the running club y'all
what?
had?
You ran once and lost 5 pounds?
That week, just because I picked up my activity, like that jump started my fitness.
Okay, yeah.
So I've been able to keep off 5 pounds since I ran that week. I've been able to just keep it off.
Yeah. If you run with that running club again,
The Sunday runs?
yeah, I might
got
join because after this week, my season is done. Started playing pickup again. Won 5 games yesterday. I was kind of but we.
Wait, what time did you play at?
I played at 3:45.
Oh, okay.
And I was dominating with a couple of people, but
Bro, I trained every day this week.
Really?
Except for Friday, but I usually never train on Friday. So just training 4 days, and I'm going to finish off a Saturday. It's been so... When you're not training to fight, I feel like you just feel the pain more.
yeah.
Like, I got a knee in my face, like, in my head on Monday, bro.
You're like, what is this all for?
Hey, we old now, bro.
And my shit been sore and had a knot on my shit ever since.
Bro, I look, you want to join Goat Shed. just to actually, like, train.
Yeah.
Just getting this right by work. But,
They be going, though.
yeah, I mean, that's what I want to. But, it's also, like...
They're probably super expensive.
How much is John Wayne?
170. Well, the one I got is unlimited, so 170, but you can get a little bit cheaper.
Theirs is like that too. It's 200, but it's unlimited also.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but that's all I got. Y'all got anything? Before we
Nah,
go?
man.
All right, it's been another episode of Save for the Pod, episode number 136. Phil hit the drop. Peace.